And it looks like the rest of the RedBull ECL solo 1v1 tournament will be continuing today. So I believe we probably have a few more matches after this one. And speaking of this one, we have FY of Team Vichy Gaming on the Radiant. Again, a Shadow Fiend versus Shadow Fiend matchup. And on the Dire, we have Burning of Team DK. Ooh. And he is going for the Wraithband branch build. The pure damage, maximum amount of damage you can get for the starting 603 gold.
DK Burning your soul versus FY, who took down ZSMJ, Burning's former, well, mentor, guy he looked up to for sure in the past, in a bygone age, but that's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I believe all matches are Shadow Fiend versus Shadow Fiend best of one. Moo, as I understand it, chose to forfeit his match. I believe he was tired. They do have the main event tomorrow, the 5v5 matches. Although Tung Fu got knocked out, right? So I guess he wasn't in a good mood. Didn't want to play. Burning's feeling good, though. Burning's in a good mood. He gets a fantastic creep block off here mid. Almost too good, because now FY can almost get up his hill.
And the creeps are going to attack. The tower's going to start attacking the creeps. This will push it back down in favor of FY, but Burning's still doing pretty decently. The 11 damage build with Shadow Fiend is actually pretty good too, and just gives you a little bit of edge. Your opponent can try and punish you, but all you need to do is just ferry a salve, maybe a salve and a tango over it, and you'll be okay. Getting that early advantage is one of the biggest, most important things in this matchup. So
far, it's just a 4 damage lead for Burning. Not really pulling too far ahead, but he's going to use an early raise to secure a creep kill. Now he'll back off. He'll work on another one. And Burning's starting to pull ahead a bit here. Call it 3-2 to the 1-1, 1-1 of FY. If Burning gets a couple more CS, this is looking like the way the Mushi game started. But based on what we've seen of Burning, I highly doubt he'll go full Mushi mode this game. He's got the salve now. He's got the salve. And an early magic stick for FY. So that's his opportunity to get aggressive.
Yep, Shadow Fiend versus Shadow Fiend matchup. 5-2 for Burning, 3-2 for FY. Still a very, very close matchup. And Burning is pulling slightly ahead in terms of CS. And both of them very even at controlling the wave, both of them like standing around the stairs and on both sides of the creep wave.
Yeah, Burning seems to just have the slightly easier time of getting these last hits. And now he's 51 plus 23. That's a significant advantage. Call it, what, 12 additional damage at this point? Yeah, it looks like it. Or is it 14?
Well, Burning's not actually playing very aggressively on FY. If you're in this position where you're up here and the guy's down here, you can just right-click and not really
poke down and back up.
Yeah, poke down a little bit. And FY is coming out a little bit ahead in terms of harass, but nothing significant. I think the getting last hits is much more important.
And now Burning is going to have access to some easy auto. He just doesn't seem to care. He just wants to win this by pure war of attrition. No, classic farming player, I suppose.
Yeah, he almost has double the CS. He does have double the CS of FY right now. 16 total last hits is nice to 8 of FY. FY falling very, very far behind.
You thought you could outlast hit me? Simple fool. I'm Burning. Well, he's doing well here. To be fair, this is his strong suit. I think in some other 1v1 matchups, maybe Burning wouldn't necessarily do quite as well, but Shadow Fiend matchup almost exclusively about last hitting.
Yep, there is a lot of raises that come in between the 5 and 7 times, and FY can pull ahead if he is better at hitting the long range raise than Burning is.
Yeah, now sitting at 250 gold, 19 last hits to the 12 of FY. It's just a slow incremental advantage. He's not really exploding ahead, but slowly but surely accruing those advantages. He'll continue to find last hits under the tower. Now he pops his salve. He wants to be at full HP. He wants to be a bit more aggressive here. In terms of experience, he is a little bit closer to level 5, but very slightly so.
Yep, wave still pretty much in the middle. We see some players, when they go back into this area or this area, they try and block so that the creep wave is on top of your hill. Burning seems to be doing a better job of that. Most of the time he is up his hill, and FY is forced to use a couple of raises or miss last hits because of the hill advantage.
So if you're FY now and you're the player who's playing from behind, what should your game plan be to kind of get back into it? Oh, really? No pausing.
What he needs to do is creep block so that he can hit level 5 around the same time. If Burning is level 5 and FY is level 4, then he can choose to play very aggressively and play the zone out game. But if you pull the creep wave to your tower, there's no possible way to zone out because you'll be forced to tank the tower. So now he's like in this very critical range where he is level 4 and Burning is closer to level 5, but I don't think Burning is the type of player to actually exploit this and play aggressively as soon as he is level 5.
Yeah, I mean, he got
there's the one raise. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah,
there he goes.
Posting up. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, FY is... Well, he's got a salve, so he can afford, I guess, to take those hits, but...
It's all about the level 5 advantage, though. And FY was a little bit more inefficient with his raises just because he was level 4 at the time. So only doing 300 damage with his raises as opposed to 450. Pretty big difference.
Before reduction, yeah.
Yeah, before reduction. And there is the... A lot of these players are like playing very aggressively with their salves, though. It could be easily canceled with a C raise, and burning opting probably for the.
Some of them also play aggressive with knowing burning. Definitely tranquil. Some of them also play aggressive with their couriers.
Yeah. And speaking of last hits, 31 for burning and 22, so not as big of a deficit as before, but still heavily in favor of burning.
Yeah, FY is doing a really nice job though of just staying in the game. Like, I feel like a lot of players, once you get behind by 5-6 souls, you can just crumble. And
But I think also part of that has to do with Burning's playstyle. He's more a defensive player, not necessarily exploiting the small incremental advantage to his favor over and over again.
Yeah, we saw him go for those 2 raises, but then it's like, I could continue harassing you, or I could go back to farming. And now it's a 25 to a 34 last hit. It's still sitting right around that 9 last hit advantage.
And FY actually going for a Bracer. I don't particularly like Bracers in the matchup just because I don't think your HP pool matters that much, just because you're often taking damage just from straight raises, just from harassed right clicks, so you're very rarely at full HP and burst it from 100 to 0. I think it's more efficient to get a little bit more regen so that you can stay at maximum HP instead of having a bigger HP pool.
Or a little bit more mono regen so you can spam your raises more, a little bit more damage so you can last hit better and get more souls, but...
Yeah, I generally prefer Wraithband for that, but it depends on your playstyle.
Now Reign of Aquila up for burning. So this looks very similar to the CTY build at this point.
Yeah.
Reign of Aquila, Magic Stick, Tranquil Boots would be the next logical choice if he's headed that direction.
Yeah, mitigation is usually better than straight HP just because of the very long nature of these 1v1 matchups. 3 armor over and over again over like 10, 15 harass hits adds up to more than 59 HP or 57 HP from 3 strength.
It's now a 12 CS advantage. Or just watch, I feel like Burning is writing a math equation here. It's like, in exactly 13 minutes I will win this game. I'll gain a 3 CS a minute advantage.
You have to be able to close out, though, and even if you are a CS champion, if you get out-harassed or skimp on the regen and have to get zoned out for a couple of waves, then things could be very bad. And FY choosing to pick a fight. Oh!
Burning! Outplayed!
Wow.
Outplayed!
Yeah, outplayed by FY. He kind of got lucky with the hitting up the hill, but sometimes that's a gamble you just have to take.
FY, that was a ballsy play. I feel like that's something you should do when you're down, though. If you realized you wasn't going to win the last hit war, take a risk. Go make a play. I'm just surprised that's when Burning chose to get aggressive, as opposed to those earlier moments when he was level 5, FY was level 4. He went in for the raises once, then he just backed off.
Yeah, this is the difference in between a mid player and a 1 player. 1 player just trying to secure the CS, and
FY's actually a support right now. I mean, I'm sure he's played before,
but yeah, Burning, typical 1 player, goes for mass CS and doesn't exploit advantages and plays super aggressively when he has a small advantage. But now he's pretty far behind. First blood, and that means Boots already on FY, and that is level 8.
So, yeah, it's Burning who's going and getting aggressive. Unfortunately,
he doesn't have Boots. There's no way he can catch up to him.
Can't find the kill. Disappointing for him. And now he's up to 200 gold.
He has spent all his money on salves, so all FY needs to do, I think, is just try and burn through these salves or just play aggressively on him and hit like a triple raise.
Oh, he's going for a double.
Wow. That is scary. Walking up the hill at nighttime is
There's a magic stick here. I don't know if Burning was accounting for that. Now I'll back off. I think FY almost just could have run him down with the boots. I might have needed 2 raises. I think he maybe only could have gotten in range for 1. Would have been close.
Mass cells. Need more cells.
So if you're Burning here, well, you'll have your boot soon, and then things will get somewhat back to even footing.
Yeah, I would not play aggressively. Like, he's downhill, and he doesn't have the boot. He has a boot disadvantage. This is not the time to try and zone FY out. Although he is out of regen, so he has a small window, but he already has tangos and some more regen.
Another salve, more tangos.
The window is over.
What if you ban salves and tangos? That would make the matchup a whole lot more fun. Burning fishing.
Oh, yeah. I think part of the BTS wasn't it 1v1, no items?
Yeah, because, well, see, the way it worked when we ran the tournament was there was no 1v1 mode in Dota 2.
Yeah.
So you
That would be awesome.
You couldn't have same heroes without using cheats, and heroes created via cheats couldn't use items. So we just said no items for anyone. that matchup ends very quickly.
Yeah, that's definitely a fun play style.
But even the ones we did once the 1v1 mode was created towards the end of the tournament, I think it was S4 versus Fear. Those were much quicker than these.
Yeah. Oh,
Much more aggressive.
One more raise. If he doesn't pop his matchstick, would have killed him. But
Drop
pops another
your
self.
items.
Yeah, they're not being efficient.
Lazy. Bernie's had a long day. He's just relaxing.
Well, so is FY.
Yeah, like yellow.
Well, I guess he's at full HP anyways. Not a big deal for him. And I think once FY hits level 9, he can play super aggressive on Burning. He's out of regen right now. He's bringing some on Chicken, but that is like the last bit of his gold. FY, meanwhile, has like 500 gold, and he'll have Presence of the Dark Lord before
And
Burning.
he's posted up. He could even get a courier kill. Bernie was trying to bait him with that. And FY just overextends a bit. Still, now there's your Tranquil Boots. Now he should have a significant war of attrition advantage.
Yep.
Bernie does have 2 salves. He might be able to farm his way towards them. He's popped a Clarity here as well. Only 500 gold behind, but as you've pointed out, a lot of that gold is in items that are consumables in nature. One raise connecting by Burning, the other whiffing.
Yeah.
He's being rather
Burning
aggressive.
is almost out of mana right now, and he doesn't really have any good way to regen it up.
There's a FY
Oh,
just
he popped
posturing.
his Tranquil Boots, and he got it canceled by the tower. A little bit unfortunate for him.
Yeah, still, like you said, Burning's out of mana, so I don't know how much it matters.
Yeah. It's
But
pretty difficult to play aggressively at nighttime, just because you won't have vision up the hill, and it's just so difficult to hit that really long range raise. So during the nighttime is generally just farm fest, try and gain control of the hill, so that if they run up to you, you can just double raise, and they'll have to guess blindly, and usually waste mana.
There's your courier again.
More clarities.
Really? A circlet as well. Kind of seems random to me.
Casual.
Maybe he just wants to fight now and try and win at this point, but FY's got more HP than him.
The CS is almost dead even. 49 and 22 for FY and 48 and 21. So only a difference of 4 CS at this point.
73 to 69 at this point. Pretty close.
Yeah, very, very close. And there are Observer Wards out by Burning. So it looks like he might be looking to play aggressively.
Yeah, he bought this random circlet when FY's already got a Bracer and Tranquil Boot. Seems kind of strange to try and match him with stats. Unless you had some plan to go for a fight soon.
Yeah, it looks like FY is doing a much better job of controlling the wave. It will be pulled back to his tower, but that will give Burning some time to place his wards. I'm not exactly sure why he hasn't gone in Chicken yet. There he goes with the casual gauntlet, but he doesn't have any room for it.
Yeah. He just wants to spend his gold, I guess.
Yes.
Could have waited a little bit for his completed Bracer, but won't be bothering. Yeah, could have bought the recipe right about now.
Well, Tranquil as opposed to Aquila, I think Tranquil's is a little bit better just because the armor on the creeps doesn't matter, because this rarely goes to a who kills the tower first matchup. Is generally first to 2 kills, and more often than not before the tower gets pushed down. So I think in general Tranquil is better than Ring of Aquila, unless you really want some other boots. If you want phase boots to play hyper aggressive or power tries to just stand there and man fight, then by all means go Aquila.
And Burning just dropped his wards behind the tower, so saves them for a rainy day.
Yeah, he needed the slot. But he could be jacked. Oh, it's been a
Well,
very
I mean, like,
difficult.
he could have his Tranquil Boots now.
Yep.
Well, what is he? Does he have Boots of Travel in mind? I mean, I feel like the Tranquil Boots seem like the clearly superior choice for someone like Burning, especially, who just wants to grind this out.
Yeah, I think it is a better choice for him. But not opting to do it. He will have to spend probably a little bit more on regen. He does have 1 flask left. FY has 2 flasks. Both of these players playing very, very safe, not wanting to dip into critical HP range.
Yeah, FY's got a lot more regen than Burning up his sleeve, so...
And there's a cloak.
Now he can trade. Now he can definitely trade. He's got more HP, sitting at almost level 11 to the level 9 of Burning.
FY actually skipping Requiem of Souls to go for level 2 President of the Dark Lord. I think that 1 level of Requiem is definitely worth the point. And wow, he's raising these waves nonstop. I wonder if he's going to try and attempt to zone Mushi out.
Mushi. Burning, you mean.
Oh,
But
Burning, yeah.
Burning. Well, Ray's not connecting on the hero. FY taking a few pot shots. 13 armor, however, so pretty durable. And
Yeah.
sieging the tower. Maybe he wants to win that way.
Even going with the Tranquil and Aquila, it's still very difficult. Tower only taking 350 damage. There still is the... there's still Glyph up, too.
Yeah, he actually... Burning has placed a ward on his high ground. Now drops the other one behind the tower.
Yeah, he doesn't really need vision of anywhere else. As long as he can see up their hill, pretty much just up this area, then you're usually perfectly okay. So
it's daytime anyway, so generally you don't need the vision too much. Oh,
FY playing super aggressive. Nope,
he's
false
just really
alarm.
Pounding into Burning with the extra. Well, now Burning's equalized. Now he has his Tranquil Boots up. Still slight advantage to FY.
Yeah, they're just going very, very similar builds. And I don't know whether this is like they watched the other games and say, oh, you know, so-and-so one with Tranquil Boots.
It's a good build.
It's a good build, but I think it really depends on the playstyle of the players, too.
FY is just throwing out these raises nearly willy-nilly. Bernie tried to trade blows with him. He might be in trouble here. The long-range raise cooling down for 2 seconds. He'll barely escape. Now the
there's another salve use.
Tranquil Boots already on cooldown. 13 stick charges up. Burning had to use his as well to get out of there. FY's in a great position. He might be able to just kill Burning. He's got the stick charges. There you go. 2 in the bag. FY.
He was taking a lot of creeps there, but luckily he got the first raise off, so he was able to hit the third one before Burning hit his, and that is just GG.
And I believe that puts FY into the grand finals.
Wow.
One of the least famous and known players in this tournament.
Ferrari versus CTY will be our next matchup.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be fun.
Exciting. I don't know if we're playing the finals today. Maybe they'll save that for tomorrow. But I imagine if we play one semifinal, we'll play the next. So the B God, not so godly in the 1v1 Shadow Fiend mid.
Yeah, Burning. He had the last hit advantage early, but just unable to exploit it. And just going for the mass last hits doesn't always save you. And Flask will come out very inefficient in the end if you choose to buy probably like 6, 7, 8 plus, like we saw Burning do this game. So we will be back shortly, I believe, with the next match. It should be CTY versus Ferrari, and that will be a good one.